It bothered me, but now I just look at it, I be like, wow, they don't know me. So they don't know, like, when these girls say little shit.
Lil Scrappy is once again speaking on his exes, Erica, Diamond, and Shay, claiming they never told the whole truth about their relationships with him. But let's be real, every time Scrappy pops up online, it's either to respond to one of them or throw out vague shots about how misunderstood he is.
It bothered me, but now I just look at it, I be like, wow, they don't know me. So they don't know, like, when these girls say little shit, they went through some real shit like that, and they believe these girls. You feel what I'm saying? They believe these girls. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Erica, she was telling somewhat of the truth, and Diamond tells somewhat of the truth, Shay tells some of the truth, but it don't be all of the truth. You know what I'm saying? They tell they have. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what about my half?
It's always three sides to the story.
Yeah. I'm like, what about my half of this shit? What about my half? I helped you when it wasn't none of this shit going on. Y'all had to help me when I was on my down part of my life, bro. Like, when I was at my heat part of my life, I was helping y'all. They leave that shit out just like, why did I get married? Yeah. And she telling him like, nigga, I built all this shit, nigga, I got my hair salon on. You like, bitch, who got you the hair salon? When I was popping, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Then when you get back up and you moving around, they want you to slow down again because they not used to you being the nigga that's popping because you had a downtime. You're like, man, get the fuck out of here, my nigga. They don't bring nothing to the table in the beginning. Listen, they don't bring nothing to the table in the beginning, but as soon as you build them up and you make them feel like they the hot shit, then they gonna try to tell you they been had the table. How you been had the table, nigga? How you been had the table? I be telling niggas, just go back in history. Go back in history and watch this motherfucker. See who this motherfucker was. Find the spot in their life where you start seeing them and you was like, oh, you gave a fuck. Who were they standing next to? Who had influence on their life? You have to look at shit like that. And I don't think people look at that shit. They just like to make the man, the actual man, or that famous person, the bad person, like, and that shit is totally wrong.
At this point, it feels like his entire identity revolves around the women he used to date. Honestly, I think the real issue is Scrappy doesn't know how to sit with himself. Every time there's downtime in his life or career, he jumps right back into drama, almost like it's a coping mechanism. Relationships have become his brand. It's like he doesn't know how to exist outside of being someone's ex or baby daddy. And this whole they didn't tell the full truth narrative, what exactly is missing? Because from what we've seen on TV and online, we've gotten more than enough tea. But instead of constantly calling out the women, maybe it's time for some accountability. He's always talking about what they didn't do or what they didn't say, but what about his part in all of it? Also, we knew Shay before she was ever linked to him. She was already in the scene. So trying to act like he made her relevant is wild. And the fact that we never hear about his third baby mama. Why is she left out every time? Selective memory, or just more mess he doesn't want to unpack? Scrappy, it might be time to take a real break. Not from the spotlight, but from this cycle of relationships and public mess. Love yourself, grow, evolve. Because right now it's giving stuck. And honestly, the people are tired.